Okay, guys, how you doing today? We're doing Bruce Hornsby's song, "Every Little Kiss." Bruce Hornsby's one of those, if you're going to play piano and you like contemporary music, he's one of the ones you want to check out for sure. But along with Elton John, Billy Joel, and those guys. But let's hear the intro to this thing. Last part wrong. Then we hold that, and then it continues. So that's the intro there. Hello, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to my Easy Piano whiteboard lessons. I teach how to play by ear using the whiteboard instead of traditional music notation. You can find the rest of the lessons for this song on my website, webpianoteacher.com. I put the free part 1 on YouTube. I put the rest of it on my website. It's how I make a living. It's for the last 5 years. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter. Just do a Facebook or Twitter search for Web Piano Teacher. You can find me there. Facebook's the best place to get a hold of me. Also check out my blog. Got a lot of cool stuff on my blog. What I'm up to, what I'm doing these days, along with some lessons. But SeanCheekBlog.com. All right. Let's get going here with the intro. I do the solo in this, so if you want to get the solo part, that's in there. It's really cool. So that's coming up. Let's take a look at the beginning. This is the 39th hired request, I think, on my list. I got about 50 or so on the whole list before I start another list. So getting there a little at a time. Let's start with the right hand up high with F and D. Okay, here's middle C, next C, and so we're up here, F and D. Give me 3 of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to come down to D and B flat. There, so D and B flat. So 1, 2, 3, bum, and then I'm going to put an E flat in there while I'm holding the pedal down. Now it says freely. On the music here, but because I found just some notation of the intro that is actually correct, and which doesn't usually happen. Usually they're not exactly right what the artist plays, right? But if I find one every once in a while that's right, I use it. So I found an intro that is correct. None of the rest of it is what the artist plays, but the intro is good, so I'm using that. If you see me looking over there, it's what I'm doing. But it says freely. Another word for it is rubato, which means just play it, your own feeling, your own speed. It's not metronomic. It's boom, 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 boom. Take your time. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll put that E flat in there softer. Okay, left hand's going to be on a B flat up here. Here's middle C, so we're up high on the left hand. We're going to do 3 of those as well. See, 3 on the right hand, but it's going to be 3 on the left as well. 1, 2, 3, and then down to a G. So what we have is 1, 2, 3. Okay, when I write my whiteboard stuff, if the notes are lined up, you play them together. So 1, 2, 3. Wait a little bit, and then we'll do the next part. So that's the next phrase. Think in phrases. This is like the first phrase, the first breath, the first sentence, if you will. Here's the next breath or next sentence. Okay? And that's going to be right hand on an E flat, up here to a C, there. Here's middle C, the next C. So we're still up high, okay? I'm also, at the time I'm making this video, I'm offering custom DVDs, okay? So those of you who are Hornsby fans, I'll now have 3 songs of his done. Now, on the way it is, I had the first solo completely tabbed out. The second one, I have not done, so that's not on there. Still quite a few lessons on that one, but if you want to get something on a DVD, I have a video uploaded that tells you how to get a custom DVD, so you can check that out. But E flat, C, 2 of those. Alright, then we're going to go down to C and A, and then up to a high D, and then a C, and then a B flat. Now while we're holding that B flat, we're going to add a B flat and an E flat below it, and then a G, like that, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, alright, and then right here we have A flat and E flat on the left hand. Okay, so we get to put that in. Let's do it again. This first little part here, it goes. Okay, and then right here we're going to have this. So this is called dissonance. And you have notes together that don't normally, I mean, you do that, you just play it out of blue, out of context, and it doesn't really sound right, but if you play it with purpose and determination, it sounds really cool. It has a little edginess to it. So we have some dissonance here. When you play them isolated, they may not sound right, but they're right. All right, high C, left hand on a B flat right here. Okay, so that's together. The next one together, you flip-flop it. Now you play B flat on the right hand, C on the left, together, and then you're going to play G and A flat together, like that, and then F and G together. Okay, so F and E flat here, right there. So you do them all 4 in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's kind of neat. Now you can hear we have F, B flat, D on the right hand, left hand on a G below middle C. Give me 2 right hands, 1, 2, and then just a single B flat on the right hand. So 1, 2, bum. And then we're going to have this, C, D, F, B flat. Okay, left hand on an F right here. All right, and we're going to hold that. So starting right here, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like that. I'm counting to 3. It's this. Looking at this notation, but it's just free rhythm here. When you write it on music notation, you got to do something. You got to put a time signature. You have to count it some way so that you can, put it in make it look like music. But just kind of play it freely. Listen to the recording. I always encourage that. Listen to the original. There's not really time feasible for me to play through the whole thing in these types of lessons. I'm more of a nuts and bolts on these whiteboards, but listen to the original to hear it all together. Okay, here we go. We're going to do the whole first 3 sentences, okay? So here's the first 3 sentences. And then there we go. All right? Now, so here's lesson 1. I'll finish the board on lesson 2. Those of you who are diligent maybe can use this and figure out some of it on your own. But definitely the whole rest of the song lesson is on my website. So my best to you in learning that song. It's a great song. I didn't really know it well until I started was commissioned to do it. So hope you guys enjoy it. Talk to you later.